Hi people, Marino Ravenberg here again. Um, I'm simply going to do a video about, honestly, I don't even know yet what I'm going to put as a header for the video, but you'll see it obviously, or you're already seeing it, better said. That's part of what prompted you to watch the video after all. The idea to make this video is, it came because I watched a video. I like watching Reddit videos, not like, but I like at least having them play in the background. And these are simply videos from the forum Reddit. I'm pretty sure that most of you out there are familiar with Reddit. And you've got channels like Radio TTS, etc., that read stories from Reddit. And I read a story about, or I heard a story about a woman whose life was filled with misery, you name it, rape, abuse, you name it, from birth, growing up. Life was nothing but, gruesomeness, nothing but horror, and she basically died in that misery. And she told her psychologist or psychiatrist or her caseworker, whomever was appointed by the state, so to speak, to help her, I guess not everyone gets a happy ending, or I guess I won't be getting a happy ending after all. And she died in that person's arms. If I recall correctly, the video was specifically about asking psychologists or child abuse workers, government workers, CPS, Child Protective Services, and those employees exactly what's the most gruesomest case that they come across, or which case made them the most sad, etc. And that's when I heard that story. And the idea came to mind to record this video, and this video is more of a reminder. People that, with all due respect towards that, it was a girl, I think, in any case, with all due respect towards that victim, she died she or he, if it was a man, she or he died in ignorance. Okay, because that's an ignorant statement. That statement basically says that she thinks that death is the end, as in, okay, life was nothing but misery and I died in misery, so, no happy ending for me. From a neutral perspective, or better said, from the point of view of the average person, it is kind of sad to hear something like that. If you're someone that's moderately fragile, emotionally or mentally, something like that will scar you for life, or shock you. But for me, it does nothing. It simply tells me that the person died in ignorance. And again, no disrespect towards him or her. That person simply died in ignorance. He or she thought that death is the end. And I'm simply here in this video, or I simply recorded this video to remind people that that's absolutely obviously not the case. Death is not the end, as in life just continues after death. It just goes on and on and on. And that's why phrases such as biblical phrases, not to get all biblical on people, but that's why phrases such as, know that every hair on your head is counted, and the first shall be the last, and the last shall be the first, and every right shall be wronged, etc., etc., etc. Okay, all give away that God created the universe in such a way that the scales will, hypothetically speaking, will be balanced. So that means regardless of how hard you have it, or how bad things are, even within your entire lifetime, and it's basically fate that because there is no free will, of course. I've already hinted at that in a different video. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, it was your fate to lead a life of nothing but misery, and you die in that same misery. And if someone were to look back, someone were to say, nah, the person knew nothing but hardship. Know that whether it's in the next life, or in the ones following after, or at latest on Judgment Day itself, you will get your comeuppance, and you will get what you deserve, both positively and negatively. Okay, as is it written, know that every hair on your head is counted, literally and figuratively speaking. So whatever issues you had to deal with in life, whether you've only had one life or multiple lives, know that in the broad scope of things, those issues don't matter. I'm not saying that you should drop everything, of course, that's idiotic. I'm not saying you should literally drop everything and say, okay, so everything will be okay, let me just not do anything. No. Even if you do decide to do so, by the way, that's fate. That's fate, period. My point is that regardless of what you say or do, the things that are important to you in life, in the broad scope of things in general, so mundane things, anything you can think of, things that matter to the average person, mean nothing, okay, from a universal perspective. And every right will be wrong, and every person that has wronged you in your life or lives will get his or her comeuppance, regardless of whether you believe that or not. If it's not in the next lifetime, then it will be in the ones after that, or it will be at Judgment Day. The bottom line is the same way that you'll get what you deserve, positively as well as negatively. All of your hardship and negativity and pain and suffering is not for nothing. All of it is not meaningless. It goes somewhere, and all of that negativity, you'll be compensated for all of that. Okay, as long as it's God's will. And that's, like I said, that's how God created the universe. So again, you'll get your comeuppance. You'll get your comeuppance. Sorry. Okay, you'll get what you're due, as well as that's positively as well as negatively. If you've wronged people, you name it, you've screwed someone over, so to speak, you've deceived people, it does not matter. Understand that sooner or later, all of it will come back to you. Okay, it doesn't have to be in this life, it will be in the next, or like I just said, in the ones after that, or at Judgment Day. Bottom line is that you'll have to atone for everything you've done, the good as well as the bad, and everything else in between. And yeah, I think that's what I'm going to call this video. It's nice to, it has a nice ring to it. So that's also what I'm going to close off with. I have related videos such as free will, etc. You're more than welcome to watch them. Just wait for the end screen or check the link in the description below. And I'd say enjoy, have a pleasant evening, and don't forget, know that every hair on your head is counted.